Yeah, happy Sunday, y'all. Happy Sunday. I'm around my old way. This is around Bond Street. I used to live on the 1600 block of Bond. I wanted to share this story with y'all from when I first met Michael K. Williams. Right now, I'm currently in Middle East Baltimore, where I was predominantly raised. And so I used to sell my shirts. I used to walk around, with my duffel bag. And a specific day, it was like in 2006. I was basically coming from Lexington Market. I walked from Lexington Market all the way to around here because I figured, like, back in the day when I used to sell my shirts, I loved walking through because that's how I would get more sales. You get less sales when you're on a bus. You get what I'm saying? So when I used to catch the bus, I used to just sometimes walk back in my neighborhood.
Look at my man, true artist of this shit, yo. Look at the bucks and shit.
I would walk from downtown in Lexington Market all the way to around here, but when The Wire came out, I never watched The Wire. Right here, this alley right here, you know what I mean? This is what Michael came out, this alley.
I'ma slide up through here, and barely, you gonna cover the alley.
You know what I'm saying? When yo came out this alley, yo basically had this long trench coat, you know what I'm saying, and this bulletproof vest going on. And as I walked past him, I was mad arrogant back in the day, you know what I mean? So yo spotted me, yo looked at my shoes, and yo was like, "Hey, yo, I like those shoes," right? And I was arrogant back in the day, so I ain't pay him no mind, you know what I mean? So as yo came through this alleyway, you know what I'm saying, his back, the trench coat was draping through the wind. Yo was like, "Hey, yo, I like those shoes." So then, I told him I made them, and he's like, "Yo, word?" He said, "Yo, can I at least see him real fast?" So I went over there to him, and yo was looking at because I had Dead President's jeans that I made on. I had the Dead President's Air Force 1s, they was black, that I made on my feet, and I had the bandana on, you know what I'm saying? Yo was like, "Hey, yo, let me see what you got," because I had a whole stack of the Polaroids in my back pocket. So I'm showing you the Polaroids, and as he's flicking through the pictures or whatever, he sees the Chucky Air Force 1s that I made. He's like, "Hey, yo, I'm too old for that though, yo, but yo, let me get your number." So I gave him my number. And when I gave him my number, you know what I'm saying, I'd say, "Yo, it's 602-410-8881. Yo was like, 410-888. I said, "Nah, yo, it's 602. He was like, "Yo, what area code is that?" I said, "It's Phoenix." I was in Phoenix, Arizona. And I told him at that time I had an outstanding warrant at that time in Phoenix. So we talked about that, and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna give you a call, yo, because I gotta get something made." So and the reason why I also was being arrogant was because I was trying to catch the bus, because right here was where the bus stop was at, the next bus stop. So I was trying to avoid him because I wanted to catch my bus. And sure enough, when I was talking to him, because he was parked right here, sure enough, when I was talking to him, my bus passed me. So anyway, as I'm talking to, as we wrapping it up or whatever, I went home, and I wound up, sharing my mother the story, and she was all right. She already watched The Wire like that, but I ain't watched The Wire, so she was like, "Oh, for real?" She was happy and all that. She told me I should be excited, so I was looking forward to your call. Man, the next day my phone died. You know what I'm saying? So the number he got, he couldn't reach me, and years later, I shared that story with his assistant at the time, which is my homie, David KNIPP''. I shared him that story, and David had said, "Yo, you gotta make up for him. You gotta make up for that. Yo, you gotta make him something." So then I wound up making him something at the Artscape. You know what I mean? This was like in 2015. And, I told him, I'm skipping stuff. In 2008, I had an encounter with Mike again. And this was at the Wire premiere party. 2 years after I met him for the first time. And when I seen him, I had the white shirt on with the, I just shared it on my Instagram. I was throwing on my east side. And I remember seeing him for the second time, and he had that same light that he had in his eyes when he first seen me. And I was like, "Yo, you remember me, yo? I made the shoes, yo." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I remember, yo. He said, let's get this picture real quick though. And he pointed at me, took the picture, and that was that. But I felt probably like he was like, yo, dang, yo, you gave me a fake number and all that other stuff. So that's why, you know, when I contacted David and I shared him with the story, he and shout out to David, he made sure that, you know what I mean, I kind of like made it up. So but in 2015, when I went to the Artscape at the Lyric Opera House, and I made the Omar Converses. I remember seeing Mike. It was me, Snoop, and Mike, and I put the Converse box in front of him, and I was like, yeah, yo, that's for you. And I told him the whole story and the whole spill, and I walked away. And he was like, whoa, yo, these for me? I said, yeah. And he opened up the box, and Mike started crying. And he just was like, yo, like, thank you. You know, he was embracing me. We took a picture. And then after we left the Rewired event, that song you had through, Snoop had told me that, yo, Mike want me to come back to the hotel that they were staying at so that way I could sign my artwork. And I ain't never signed any of my artwork before, but when I came to the hotel, he was like, yo, I need you to go in there and I need you to sign them shoes, yo. He said, yo, because for real, he said, yo, what you making is art. He said, it's straight out art. And he was like, yo, I could go to Barney's, I can go to any other spot, and none of the spots is gonna make me feel the way you made me feel. He said, yo, you made me cry. He said, so what I'm gonna need you to do, he said, hey, Dave, grab that Barney's bag. Yo, take a picture of him signing it with that Barney's bag. He said, because, yo, he said, yo, what you're doing is art. You know, so from that point on, since that day, I started signing all my artwork. So Mike, he really, you know, had encouraged me to start signing. So if you got any piece from me, whether it be a hoodie, whether it be a shoes, the reason why my signature's on there is because I crossed paths with Mike. And there's just so many other stories outside of that, but that's what I wanted to share with you guys. But I just wanted to kind of touch bases on, you know, meeting Mike and how he's inspired me, and he kind of like broadened my scope of what I was doing was bigger than, he always seen something special, you know what I'm saying, and what anybody was doing, whether it was Snoop or anybody that he came across path. So, man, rest in peace to Mike, and I hope y'all take some good things from that. And if you're doing any artwork, make sure you sign all your artwork. I don't care what it is, you know what I'm saying? It could be blow pops. You know what I mean? If you think that it's artwork, you need to sign that joint, all right? All right, but that's my story, my Sunday story. And this is Akio Evans signing out. Peace.